Let's go back to where this investigation started. Evening of 3/14/22.
Okay.
Okay? And you see this red car with this gentleman inside who's sadly deceased, correct?
Yes.
And you arrived before the body was removed, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Now, this is your crime scene. I know that you weren't the first one there, were you?
No.
Okay, but this is your crime scene.
Yes.
So you're in charge of knowing the status of the crime scene and where everything was at the time it was first discovered.
Ultimately, yes, I am.
Okay. So, let me ask you. The Nissan Versa, the red Nissan Versa, before anyone came to the assistance, before Mr. Cheeseborough showed up, was that car still on?
When I was there, I don't remember it being running, no.
No, I'm asking, since it's your crime scene, when the first people showed up, to your understanding, it's your investigation.
I wasn't.
Speculation calls for hearsay.
Is he the lead detective?
He is the
Okay, well, overruled on the speculation, and would your report contain all of that?
It doesn't, if the car was on or not. I know the lights were on. As far as the car was running, the door was open when I got there.
That's the next thing I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not
Sounds
certain.
like he doesn't know.
So you're not certain. Okay, so the car was running. Or is
Obviously,
that what you're not certain of?
Obviously, it was running when he pulled into the stoplight. When I got there, I don't recall if it was running. I know the lights were on, the door was open. I don't recall if the car was still running or not.
When you got there, the
When I
lights
got
of the
there.
car were on and the door was open.
The lights were on.
Right, the lights of the car were on and the door is open. And when we say the door, we're talking about the driver's side.
That's correct.
Front door. Okay. Now my question is, before you got there, before anyone got there, that front driver's side door to the Versa,
It's my understanding to stay closed until the paramedics or EMTs open the door to check on the victim.
okay. How about Mr. Drinks's feet? Were they on the brake?
I believe they were, yes.
How about the gas? Was 1 foot on the brake and 1 foot on the gas?
I don't recall that.
You don't know, or are you saying no, that's not true?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. And when one of your first tasks was to determine the identity of this gentleman, correct?
It's one of the first things, yes.
Okay, and you weren't the only one there. There were other officers there, correct?
Yes.
And among those officers was a representative from the gang unit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Investigator Flores?
May have been. I don't recall.
Okay. Either way, even with the assistance of the gang unit on scene and all APD resources, no one recognized this gentleman, Mr. Drinks.
He was not identified officially identified until we did the fingerprint scan.
Right, and that was about 1:06 a.m. that next morning, correct?
It was while we were on scene. I don't know exactly what time it was.
Okay, fair enough.
Lieutenant Butler, I think there's a pointer right behind you. If you can tell the jury what's depicted in Victor.
Right, so that's going to be the intersection of Windsor. So the way the camera is facing, it's actually it's pointing south on Windsor Street. And you can see there the car at the intersection is where the decedent was sitting. And that was just the camera was frozen. So it was sitting there. It just happened to be frozen when we needed it.
Now, is this a G-dot camera or a VIC camera?
It's a G-dot camera.
Okay. And the G-dot camera was frozen?
Correct.
Okay. Is it typical for them to freeze?
It just depends. I mean, ours do it. It's technology. Sometimes it, works all the time, and sometimes it just goes down.
Okay. Do you know why this one was frozen?
I have no idea.
Okay. And what else did you do?
So we responded out to the scene. Also, when we got out there, we didn't know the vehicle's license plate. So after processing the scene and coordinating with ID or crime scene technicians, we go back to the office, and I took the vehicle's tag and ran it through our license plate readers just to find out where they've been traveling. And so I was able to determine from there, earlier in the evening, that vehicle was caught traveling just northbound towards that intersection.
He gave me the description of the vehicles, and so when I'm looking for locations nearby, I'm going to look at any white vehicles. If I know that they're white vehicles, I'm looking at any white vehicles, but he knew the make and model. He happened to know the make and model. So when I'm, or in this case, it's white vehicles and then a red vehicle. So I'm looking in general for any vehicle that remotely matches the description, because it doesn't always return what type of vehicle it is. And sometimes the pictures, you can't tell what type of vehicle it is.
And thank you for that. So if
Kevin, what's your last name?
Cheeseboro, CHEES, B as in boy, OROUGH.
Thank you.
Okay. Again, help is on the way for him, and I'll just stay on the line with you until someone gets there, okay? Are you comfortable with doing that?
Do I have to stay here? I'm like...
Sir, before you leave, can you read me the license plates on the vehicle, please? As long as you're not placing yourself in danger, I'm ready. What state is it from?
You say, what state is the license plate from?
Yes, sir.
One moment. I'm walking back to the car. I had kind of walked away for a minute.
All right, don't place yourself in any danger.
Okay. The license plate is from Texas. And do you want, hold on. You want the license plate number?
Yes.
R as in Robert, K as in Kilo, and then M as in Mary, 9343.
Thank you. And is that man black, white, or Hispanic?
Well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie, but I can tell you this.
One person. There seems to be a culture amongst certain prosecutors of conviction at all costs.
Police don't try murder cases, prosecutors do. It's never been publicly aired how much prosecutors knew about the alleged misconduct that detectives in those cases were responsible for.
There's a lot of blame being...
He has a power of life and death.
I was in prison for 21 years based on false allegations against me.
You can check me for gunpowder, check my truck. I didn't shoot anybody, I don't have anything to do with nothing.
If the prosecutor doesn't have integrity, if the prosecutor is gonna seek convictions for the sake of seeking convictions, wins on your chart, the prosecutor is dangerous.
The American criminal justice system enforces our laws and keeps watch over us.
Is that person in the courtroom now?
But who is watching the system?
It's caught in the crossfire.